Hey everybody, welcome back to Gray Sentinel. Today I got us something pretty awesome to check out. We've got the new Mantis Blackbeard X for 308. Literally just dropped this week. Got our hands on it a little early. Let's dive into it, see what it's all about. All right, Vinny, I went ahead and I grabbed the SIG AR-10, so that way we can try and demo the new Mantis 308.
Awesome, yeah, we got an AR-10, I like it. Let's give it a try. Now, you said this was a SIG, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Oh, that's awkward, they're proprietary. I thought you said you brought an AR-10. Let me grab a real AR-10.
So, you have a little bit more experience with the Blackbeard system than I do. We were just downstairs earlier shooting it for a different video. What would you even use a Blackbeard for? Like, why justify buying one of these things?
So, dry fire training, but instead of just talking about it, why not show you? So to set this thing up, we're gonna open up our rifle, take out your BCG, take out your charging handle, grab the Mantis Blackbeard replacement part, slide that in your gun, lock it up like normal, grab your battery, which doubles as one of the Mantis X10 Elite trigger tracking systems that Bluetoothily connects to your phone. That is a new word I created. Stick that inside the gun, get on your phone, open up your app, hit the connect button on your app, hit the connecting button on the magazine itself. And now we are connected. So we'll go to open training. The Mantis loves to make sure it's accurate, so it's got to calibrate itself, which means human doesn't need to touch it. Now we're calibrated. We can start open training. Pull the trigger in whatever drill you're wanting to do, and it will track of how well your trigger pull was. On the quality of trigger pull is what it is reading. It's giving you a score from 0 to 100 on the quality of your trigger pull. Whether you're pushing the gun up when you're pulling the trigger, you're pulling the gun to the left, you're pulling the gun to the right, whatever it may be, it is tracking of what you're doing to the gun as you're pulling the trigger.
So, it helps tell you if you're jerking, slapping, pulling the trigger.
Yes.
The laser also just so you can see
where your rounds are actually, where your rounds would be typically going to. It gives you a reference point. Added bonus with the self-resetting trigger system that the Blackbeard has, you don't have to pull back on your bolt or your charging handle every single time you pull the trigger, which helps you be able to shoot the gun quicker and more efficiently. Added bonus of being able to do target transition things. If you're engaging multiple different targets for competition practice or something like that, you'd be able to engage different targets because the trigger resets itself because of the Blackbeard system.
And you don't have to annoy your significant other racking the gun every shot in the living room.
Absolutely.
As you're working on your trigger pull. Okay, that's nice to know. In light of all that, what kind of drills can you run with the Blackbeard once it's in?
So a few simple things you can do at home with this system. One of them being, obviously as we were talking about earlier, is just your ability to get comfortable and confident with manipulating the trigger of your gun without affecting where your gun's going to be shooting because of how you're pulling the trigger. So that's one of the big things. The other one would be what we call ready positions. Different positions that have your gun in prior to using the gun, and being able to practice doing those positions with the Mantis. And my personal favorite one, target transitions, engaging multiple targets of equal threat.
Awesome. Then, yeah, if you got some time, you want to check them out real quick, run some drills?
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. So, let's check out some of these different drills that we might be able to run at home and see what Vinny's got.
Awesome. So the first one, let's start out with the fun one, which is some target transition. So we have 2 targets on the wall, and we're just going to put 1 round in each target. We'll start off with just a low ready. So if you have a shot timer, it can help. There's different drills you can do with the Mantis system to give you a go signal, or if you're just wanting to focus on the transition, you can just go it yourself whenever you want to. simple way of being able to work on it. You get some feedback of where your rounds are actually going. And with the Mantis app, you get to actually find out if your trigger pulls were good or not. Now, another thing we could talk about is for ready positions, like I mentioned. Different positions to have your gun. One of them I just mentioned, which was the low ready. That is your gun pointed at a downward angle, mostly set up on you. And whenever you're ready to actually engage with your gun, you bring it up, safety goes off, and you engage. Safety goes back on when you come back down, and up.
Actually,
Here, and just straight down. That's all it is.
This is being lazy.
That is laziness.
How come I see all the cool guys do this?
Because they're not actually low ready, they're being lazy.
All the cool guys do.
Yeah, that's moving the gun at 2 different axes. It's a wasted motion.
Wow. This is not scripted. This is actually, I'm actually learning right now. Okay, so.
All right, aim at the
shoulder.
target. Good. Bring that muzzle down.
Okay.
Awesome. There's our low ready. Whenever I say up, you're going to bring the gun up and engage with one shot.
Okay.
Making sure you manipulate your safety on the way up and on the way down.
Yep.
Up. Good. Same thing. Up. Good. Now let's do a transition. Same thing you just did, but after the first shot, you're going to transition to the next target and engage it with one shot.
All right.
Up. Good. I like it. Let's do that one more time. Up. Looking pretty. Good job. So that would be the low ready. Another one you can work on is the over the shoulder. My personal favorite, except nobody likes it, but oh well. And this is you pushing that gun out in front of you, safety coming off and shooting the gun. So that's over the shoulder. And we also have the high ready, different positions that we can work on. So from just working on your trigger to working on target transitions, working on different ready positions, there is many ways to be able to use the Mantis Blackbeard system to improve your skills with your tools and your firearms at home without having to pull a trigger, because Lord knows 308's a little expensive.
True, very true, man. Appreciate you showing us a couple of drills that you might be able to run.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then what? For anything else, you just go to mantis.com, yeah?
Yep, go to mantis.com. I'm sure they have a plethora of different drills that you could do there, different ideas, or come on into the store and I'll help you out.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you.
Yep.